Everyone, we are starting it up with a higher time frame video because it is September 27th and we are a few days away. I think Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. I think Monday is the first day of the month. Don't quote me on that. Double check your calendars. But yeah, we are looking at monthly candles for the monthly close and a few things that I want to point out so that way you guys are not front running the monthly close and then you have the correct bias. Right now, monthly on Dixie looks bad. I know we're close to our 100, but this does not look like a candle that is a reversal. This look pretty ugly for continuation. We will follow up with this at the next month because we already been watching this on weekly, hoping that this is going to pivot. But the monthly is telling us maybe a little bit lower. So I'm just going to leave this one alone, and I've showed you the weekly. You already know we are playing with this $100 level, and you can see the confluence with this I don't know what you want to call this, but it's basically retesting that bullish candle, and we're already past it. So, I mean, in my eyes, this is a failure for holding this support. Monthly is actually telling you, yeah, like you need to just wait for next month. Next month, we can look for a retest into 101, but if we can't close next month above 101, then, we're just going to go sideways here like it does like this like sideways crappy consolidation, which is a good thing because this is currencies. They should not be moving too fast anyway. So we're done with this. I'm going to go right to the Bitcoin and I'm leaving it on monthly so you guys are clearly seeing one thing and one thing alone. This month to this month, we are bullish. Okay? You have a bullish engulfing. You didn't even test the low. Your body is above last body. Next month, I'm looking for continuation up. As much as that hurts, you have to assume first up, and then if you see weakness, then you could take a short. And the short will probably just come to around 62.7 to 59, worst case scenario. Any lower than that will only come after you actually have opening closes underneath like 60K or 59K. So just keep that in your mind. I know we were looking for shorts like this whole week, looking to retest the lows, but you can see anyone who was trying to short these last 2-3 weeks has just been pain. And then this weekly candle is actually above this resistance level over here at 64. So the line in the sand of the 63.3 actually gave us a little bit more upside. Now next week, what I'm looking for is continuation to the upside, but I know that it's bearish divergence on volume. I know that we can take out the liquidity to the top and then flip on over. So this is what I mean. I'm looking for continuation next month, but if I see weakness, I will be looking for that reversion to the mean short to basically retest support back to like 59,000-ish. If we don't even make it to 70,000 or 71 and we just doing this wiggle stuff and we start seeing weakness around 67, 68, I'll be looking for that short for that retest of that 59. All right. So this is as clear as I can get. I don't have any kind of divergence and stuff I can show you on volume on the monthly, but monthly is bullish engulfing. You have to look for continuation into the new month open. Be careful shorts. On weekly, you do have bearish divergence, but this weekly close is in a posture that, short squeeze situation. Even if I want to short the next candle, I wouldn't short it until SFP. But it has to take out the liquidity of the top before I go to try to short it. So keep that in mind. Yesterday, same thing. We were trying to short. As soon as we got above, I was like, be careful because it's going to probably poke up first and then roll over. And that's kind of what's happening. And this is another reason why I'll show you how I shorted ETH. And okay, good. It's in the green. And I'll show you how I shorted ETH because yesterday I was shorting ETH all day and it was going against me. But at the end of the day, it actually worked out. So that's basically all we have for Bitcoin. Everything looks good. You have this bull flag that we were looking at that, hey, maybe this bull flag will dig more deep. But what it did was it broke out. And I think we have this charted. Okay. So this was, how do I go about this? So the line in the sand, first of all, 63.3, okay? We are above the 63.3, But your next level of resistance, I think I already said, was at 68K. We have to see next whole month, basically, us break above 68K and hold above 68K, and then we'll go test into 71, and then we will look for the complete sweep of liquidity above all these guys all the way to like 81, 80-ish. This is where I'll be looking for the next proper short, but this area here does warrant a short if it's a lower high on those weekly closes. Into the bearish divergence, this is the point where we're looking for the bearish divergence to play out, okay, after coming to this point. And then 63.3 will be the first TP, then 58, 59,000 second TP, and then if it gets worse, it'll get worse. So everything is planned, everything is ready. All the levels I already gave you to on Naked TA, I'm giving you back again on the TATA. But all that aside, everything looks good. Bearish divergence. I gave you the warning of the golden pocket, probably being where the first level of resistance comes, and then the liquidity at that 70. And then if we just blow the top out in a one-to-one measured move, and I hope you understand what that means. So let me show you. A one-to-one measured move is this consolidation right here. Okay. If we do break out of here at 30, what was it? 63.3. The one-to-one measured move is right basically to the 81,000 and beyond. And it makes sense because it's wave 5, which is what we were waiting for. Okay? This would be like a wave 5 situation. Like this. So this is wave 1. What the heck? So this is wave 1, the 21,050 was the bottom, so it's like wave 1. We had, I'm sorry guys, this is wave 1, this is wave 2, this is wave 3, this is wave 4, and then we're about to kick off wave 5. And that's what I mean, wave 5 is the highest amplitude wave, usually the largest move. We are expecting resistance at 81.3, but it could just butter on through and start another consolidation above it. And you can see the flag going like this once we get above it to use this 81.3 level as support into the descending channel before the next breakout for the next level, etc., etc., etc. I don't want to get you guys all hyped on stuff like this. It's going to happen when it happens. You trying to time and predict all this, good luck. But in general, on those higher time frames, you can see that this was the bottom, wave 1. You had this triangle consolidation. That was the only red sideways whatever we had, so I'm considering that wave 2. Nice impulse, which is usually wave 3, and then wave 5. Wave 3 and wave 5 are usually the highest impulses, and wave 5 is supposed to be larger than wave 3. So this is what I'm saying. This is a warning, okay? 81.3 is not like, oh, I'm gonna short it right away, blah, blah, blah. Don't do that silly stuff. I might short it on first tap. I don't think you should. I have confidence in my fibs. I don't think you should do anything without waiting for a reaction. Now, my dumb self will short on first tap, right? A proper trader will wait for the reaction and a swing failure of this level, and then he will short it because he doesn't need the exact top. He don't care about the vanity of like, oh, I got the exact to the top dollar. Oh, I'm an awesome trader. Here's my P&L, blah, 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 blah. No, no, no. That's how you get wrecked because this thing can blow on through that level. It could butter on through because the amount of hype and FOMO in the markets will be at 81,000, but people will be looking at, oh, Bitcoin at 150, Bitcoin at 200, Bitcoin at 1 million. That's what will go on the news and in people's minds, even though we'll only be at 81,000. So right now, get into your mind, yes, 81,000 is a real target, but that does not mean you should be shorting it. You should be waiting for the reaction. You should be looking for some divergences on volume, and then you could look for a short there. All the other bulls and 90% of the market will be trying to destroy shorts in a parabolic upside move. And it'll be a blow off top because we're all looking for that blow off top, knowing that, hey, a recession is around the corner. So Yeah, that is something that if you look at the date here on the bottom of this doodle, it's around October 1st, October 2nd. Oh, that's November, but October 1st is where I'm looking for some stuff. Okay? October 1st, October 2nd. And yeah, that's something that will be very, very interesting to see. And that's what these videos are for. So we can go back and look at it and be like, ha 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 ha, we were right. And in the future, we know what to look for so we're not repeating these mistakes again. All right? So we're done with Bitcoin. Now let's go to ETH. ETH is in a different battlefield than Bitcoin. I'll just say it right now. This is Bitcoin. It looks beautiful, sexy. I would long the crap out of this for upside continuation because you are consolidating this bullish flag order block, which already proved the support and is already engulfing on the worst candle above all of the previous highs and consolidations. I mean, you can't get any orgasmic than this. And then you have ETH, complete opposite, consolidating underneath the previous highs, underneath 50% of the previous consolidation. This is why I shorted, and I shorted at 26.45, so it's like right there, right there. This is not the smartest thing to do. I'm doing it because TA says so. We do see weekly coming into resistance. Even this week was like a doji situation before yesterday, and yesterday we got above and made this candle green. This thing has been flashing red and green, red and green, red and green. So until we are above this previous high over here, which at least 2,800, I'm bearish, guys. I'm bearish on ETH. You have bearish divergence on volume. I think money from ETH is going to Bitcoin. I think it's going to Solana. Both of those are much stronger assets than freaking ETH, which I've been literally focused on for the last 2 years. Day in, day out, per minute candle, I've been watching ETH. So for someone who has dedicated their, full trading attention on this asset and is telling you it's dog poo poo, is sad. Here is Solana, another consolidating underneath, yes, but still in an uptrend, in a bull flag consolidation, away from the lows and trying to get back into resistance. Even if you hit resistance and pull back, you have such solid support here at 120, 130 that it's probably going to use that as support, like XRP is doing the same kind of consolidation before it gets back to the top here at 200 to take out the top of previous resistance at 250 like Bitcoin has already done. So I didn't want to put Solana in this video, but I'm just letting you know things look good for that. Things, as much as I love ETH, is not looking that great. So I do have that short. I'm going to wait it play out. Now the risk of shorting ETH is that if Bitcoin does get to the top side, ETH can just fly on up because ETH has a huge CME gap from 2,800 to 3,000. It's a $200-300 move that it could just like eat it in one quick swoop of an investor coming in and dropping a large chunk. And it will squeeze all the shorts like me out, and it will be a big, big move, and then ETH will be caught up to where Bitcoin is at. Something like that is very, very possible. I don't know who's gonna do it, how it's gonna do it, especially with the freaking CEO of Ethereum, Mr. Vitalik, selling his stuff and other people selling Bitcoin in such a fashion and at such a pace that it seems unlikely to me. Excuse me. Where are they putting their money? I have no idea, but seems unlikely to me. I will consider ETH upside above 28 until 28. I'm just looking at this as lower highs. If you look at weekly, you can see this potential head and shoulder situation here, and then there's this is like a second right shoulder lower than this last shoulder. If this thing really wants to play this out, it's gonna eat this entire wick and then probably engulf and go lower. I've been looking at 1,600 to 1,500 on ETH for a while. I'm waiting for that. I have not turned on all my drawings. How do I show you that without all the other stuff that I got going on? So here's CME. I know that from 28 to 30,000, this gap is there. I understand it could get there. Until we actually get to 2,800, I'm not even looking for that. Volume on CME is way better than perps. if that means anything to you. Monthly, we're still underneath 28. I don't even care. Under 28, I can't even look at this as a bullish anything. I really can't. Here's today's daily doji at the same levels as we've been at for all week. If you guys aren't aware that 26.35 is the weekly open, if we get above 26.35 and close this week on Friday after close, good. It'll look for probably higher next week. If we close underneath 26.35 and this weekly candle turns red, then man, we're looking for continuation to the downside next week, in my opinion. The weekend can do whatever kind of magic it wants, but I will be considering it a fake out. And anyone who's been trading the last few weekends, you know what's been going on. You come to your own conclusion as to what you think is going to happen. But I am not going to work hard just to give it all back. And here is that little line in the sand right here. Excuse me. Why can't we get above this level? I already have a fib here. How funny is that? 27.23. Oh yeah, this is the original short I did at 2700, which I got stopped at 27.02, having the too tight stop loss. I'm gonna leave this actually off, and I'm gonna just leave it like this. This is already showing me it's a sequence of lower highs, and we're having trouble getting above this level. This is why I shorted the perps, which is right where it's at. Wherever it wants to go from here is one thing, but I knew that we were going to have trouble getting above this little level. Same thing with CME. I have my risk over here at 26.90, 26.75 is where I wanted to take that short. Obviously, I was asleep when they do this. They always do this to me. It is what it is. Somebody got my perfect short. It was not me. I shorted a little bit lower than that, obviously right where we're at, so disadvantage for me. But looking at the lower time frames, this is how I was approaching my ETH short. I basically am going to manage my risk above this 26.55 level. And as long as we don't get above that, I'm looking for price action to actually come and fill out this gap over here, come to 25.97, see if it wants to go higher. If it comes back lower, I'll see what we're doing here, if we're doing something like this or not. Like, is this gonna be a higher low rounding bottom sweeping us to the top side? Later today we'll find out how the weekly wants to close. And yeah, you can keep your risk basically above 26.50 ish, and that's basically $7 away. So it's like, you know, how much are you really gonna lose with your stop loss from here, and you shorting this 26.45 area, you know? So that's my risk. I mean, you could even leave your stop loss a little bit above that if you really want to, but I'm not really concerned for like a few bucks. And I mean, don't take that attitude from me. I'm on 200x leverage. I do care about, you know, $1 can liquidate me, but this has matured in this fashion so much that I'm really not concerned about taking a loss. It's okay if I take the loss. I am playing the expanding wedge retest of at least a 0.5 before continuation to the upside. This little line is what literally saved me from getting trapped short the whole time. And even though when we went above, I took shorts from the top. And then when we went like this, I was asleep for all this. But I knew that this level was something I wanted to short. So it's not like, oh, this is all just blind TA. I missed the first short. It's fine. I just took the reconfirmation short over here at 152 to 146. Basically, higher time frame is pushing us down to almost over here, 25.19. Yeah, 25.19 is what it's looking for, which is these lows, which even I was trying to test into this OB over here. When it's going to come, I don't know. But it does look like if I took this short at 26.45 and we get all the way to 25, you know, that's a good, decent move. So let's follow up on this at the end of the day, and, you know, you guys let me know what you think. I hope you guys like the way I do my TA. If you have any questions or concerns, hit me up in the comment section below. If you're interested in trading with me live, feel free to join the Discord server. Link to the server is in the description of this video below, alongside all the other affiliate services that I use and recommend that helps this channel grow. And yeah, including our MEXC link. So thank you guys so much. And if you guys um, are unsure of what's going on today, just set an alert at one of my vids and then just wait for that alert to hit and then wait and like look at the reaction. Is like, are we going right through that level? Are we showing weakness? And then take a trade accordingly. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. I will delete all this. For those of you guys who actually watch the videos, I'm sorry yesterday's video skipped at like 3 minutes. Hopefully today does not happen like that. And that's why I gave you guys a really good video today. So usually I share all my stuff on the Bitcoin and ETH for the members. But since the season is of giving, I just want to be as cool as I can with you guys. It's actually my wife's birthday, so I might not be around the rest of the weekend because we are going to be out and about. So I hope the week uh, shenanigans of the weekend don't get you guys off guard. Just be prepped and ready. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, hit me up in the DMs and I'll follow up with you guys. Thank you so much and talk to you soon.